When it comes to Goa, the first thing that comes to mind of any traveler is of course the beaches. The beach, the sundown and the shacks. But Goa has more to offer than just the beaches. In this video we're going to talk about the churches of Goa, which is some of the most stunning work of architecture that you can ever find in the whole world. So stick around. Hey, what's going on everyone? Ankur here from the Traveler.We, the channel where we talk about everything regarding travel, food, photography and Q&A. So if you haven't subscribed to our channel, please consider subscribing. Next time when you visit Goa, always keep about 2 days reserved for visiting the churches. Goa has about 28 churches which has received the historical status and are worth visiting. In this video, we're going to go over some of the very few ones which you must visit if you're visiting Goa. The prime Goa churches, or the historic churches, are situated parallel to the Mondovi River and quite close to Old Goa. So we have to take a detour from Panaji and go towards Old Goa to find the cluster of churches and basilica. The most famous of these churches would be Se Cathedral and Basilica of Bom Jesus. These two are situated on either side of the main road and both are declared as World Heritage Site by UNESCO. These are must-visit churches, and you have to remember these are all active churches. Photography is always allowed and they're open all throughout the year. You have to respect the other people who are visiting the churches for the religious purposes and also the daily ritual that goes on in the churches. Basilica of Bom Jesus also has a nice gallery which is housed inside, and you must visit that. The other most important aspect of Basilica of Bom Jesus is that it contains the relics of St Francis Xavier, the patron saint of Goa. The other mentionable church of this area would be the Church of St Francis of Assisi, chapel of Se Cathedral. Move about 200 meters away from the Basilica of Bom Jesus, you're going to find another cluster of churches. These would be St Augustine Church, the Church and Convent of Santa Monica, Church of Our Lady of Rosary, St Cathedral, of course the Arch of Viceroy, which is not of course a church but a fantastic nice piece of historical monument to witness. These churches, the most important one that we need to mention and you must visit is of course the St Augustine Church. This church is probably the biggest church of Old Goa. However, it's right now in ruins. If you move inside the ruins of St Augustine Church, you can still smell and feel the history that this church has managed to preserve. The mentionable church of course in Goa would be the Church of Panaji. You have to take a detour from Old Goa and come back towards Panaji. It's at the heart of Panaji, beautiful white colored church, and you would remember that church instantly because it has appeared in many Bollywood movies. Visiting the churches of Goa, we would suggest few things to remember. You can always take pictures, but because most of these churches are active churches, you have to respect the other people who are going there for religious purposes and also the rituals and practices that go on inside the churches on a daily basis. You can always buy some candles and put those candles inside the church. The best time to visit these churches would always be early morning or late in the afternoon, 3 o'clock. The reason being very close to the sea is always very hot and humid. And if you travel across all these churches during the noon time, you'll soon get fatigued and you won't be able to enjoy the actual beauty that these churches has to offer. So the perfect time would be the morning and then take a break or lunch break during the afternoon, and then in the late afternoon cover a few more churches and maybe cover it up with Panaji Church if you are staying in Panaji. If you're staying somewhere in Old Goa, then you can of course plan your trip starting from Panaji and then wrap it up in Old Goa. And the other most important thing is to keep at least 2 days in hand to visit these churches. This is because these churches have so many intricate designs, architectural values, historic values, that just visiting them for a couple of hours won't be enough. And with our experience, we believe 2 to 3 days would be absolutely enough for you to visit these churches and enjoy the beauty that they have to offer. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please leave a thumbs up, share your comment. We'll bring more videos as we go on. Do remember to subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Until next time, have an awesome life, folks. Ciao, and keep traveling.